how are you, my dear students? I hope everyone is okay and fine and also safe. Today, in the previous class, I just explained about the pollution. In this pollution, there are basically three types of pollution. Here also the soil pollution, air pollution and the water pollution. In this class, today I am going to start our new topics. In these topics, there are basically effect of pollution. Here's the effect of pollution basically in this global warming. This structure also explain how can the global warming and how can affect the environment. Here, please everyone open the books and the topics basically 9. This 9 and chapter 13. Basically, I just explained about the pollution and effect of pollution. You have learned about pollution of soil, air and water. Do you know what effect they have on the environment? Basically, I just explained today how can they affect in this the earth basically. First structure is the effect of soil pollution. In the effect of pollution, I just draw first structure is the effect of soil pollution. You have learned the cause of soil pollution is the increase of waste materials in the soil. Various solid and chemical wastes are responsible for soil pollution. Yes, basically there are two types of the soil pollution. Here's the chemical wastes and the solid substances are also responsible for soil pollution. Environment is damaged in different ways due to the unplanned disposal of wastes. Glass, aluminium, polythene thrown in the soil do not mix up easily with soil. As a result, the fertility of soil is lost. You would be astonished to know that it takes 100 years for aluminium to mix up with the soil. In the glass takes 200 years and polythene needs about 450 years. These things make our drains and waste bodies silted and are responsible for water clogging. Next, they find their way to ponds, rivers and sea. So these materials basically became threat to every organism. Insecticides and chemical fertilizers used in agricultural lands are harmful for all organisms. These chemicals mixing up with food stuffs through plants may cause fatal diseases like cancer. Dear students, I just explained about the soil pollution, how can they affect and which the substances are also stated in this structure. Our next structure, our next topic is the effect of water pollution. Water pollution. You have learned that we pollute water in various ways. Drinking such water, people suffer from diseases like dysentery, diarrhea, jaundice, typhoid, etc. In polluted water, fish and other aquatic organisms cannot survive. As a result, balance of the aquatic environment is disturbed. Our next topic is effect of air pollution. You have learned that air is polluted in various ways. When air is polluted, the quantity of different gases in the air rises up. Basically, we also know carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, also the very affected or pollutants. These pollutants also effects in the air. It has harmful effect on human beings. When the quantity of carbon monoxide, basically carbon monoxide, this structure is basically this types. Carbon monoxide increases in the air, it may cause disease right from breathing problem to fatal disease like cancer. Smokes. Another structure, these pollutants or air pollutants. Smokes from industrial plants may cause acid rain. Yes, there are basically enough types of rains. Very harmful rains is the another name is the acid rain. after mixing with air. Acid rains not only harm human beings, aquatic animals are also affected. It also damages the balance of aquatic environment. Besides this, due to air pollution, temperature of Earth rose much higher than before. Basically, when the Earth temperature of the rose much higher, it's also another name is the global warming. You also know this word global warming. Basically, global warming means in this Earth the temperature also arises, also higher temperature. Okay. Scientists say if the rise of temperature continues, the average height of sea level, sea level will go up. As a result, the land of the coastal low-lying areas will be submerged. Very, very dangerous topics or dangerous structure. At the same time, some areas will experience drought. So there will be changes in local climate. It's also the another structure. This structure is the local climate. As a result, not only human beings but also innumerable plants and animals will perish from the earth. Consequently, the earth will face problems from all sides. Dear students, in this the lessons line is the important topics for your exam. In this exam, these topics basically effect of pollution, how can they affect basically soil, air and water. Okay. In the next topics and also the last topics of chapter 13, these topics also the prevention of pollution and conservation of environment. You have learned the causes of pollution of soil, water and air in different means. Soil, water and air are essential for our life. But it is due to man, the environment is gradually becoming unsuitable for habitation. All organisms, basically in this earth, all organisms will face threat of extinction if the environment cannot be kept undisturbed and healthy. The only way to keep the environment pollution free is to create awareness among the people. In this class, I also explain about the prevention of pollution. In this the pollution, basically one cannot think of the existence of the organisms without soil, water and air. All of us should keep these environmental factors free from pollution and conserve them properly. Due to the increase of population, the elements of the environment are in enormous use. As a result, different types of pollutions are occurring continuously. For the prevention of pollution and conservation of environment, everybody should take care of the following facts. There are basically some facts also. Everyone should be alert and also the alarming topics. First structure is, or the first line is, to maintain healthy environment. Measures should be taken to prevent pollution of soil, water and air. Second, trees should be planted around houses, schools and road sides. What for or why we also planted around houses, schools and roadsides? Basically prevent the carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide gases. Basically these two gases are also harmful for human beings. Third structure is defecation and urination in open places should be stopped. Another very important line, this structure or the defecation and urination in open places should be stopped because they are also the harmful substances for air pollution. Fourth structure is smoking emitting from industries should be treated to make them pollution free before releasing to the environment by using modern technology. In this modern technology, everyone should be trying to free from the smokes emitting from industries should be treated to make them pollution free from releasing to the environment by using modern technology. Another line, also very important, use of plastic and polythene should be stopped. Instead, jute goods may be used. Another line, use of insecticides and chemical fertilizers should be reduced. Instead, methods and biological control of insects may be used. Household garbage and food remains should be thrown to a particular place and buried them under the soil, not throwing here and there. And the last line, also the people should be made aware of harmful effects of pollution and the process of conservation of environments. Our last structure or last line, forests should be conserved. It should be kept in mind that these are the habitats of different organisms. These plants help us keep our environment pollution free. Dear students, I just finished these topics today and I have also this chapter. This chapter basically the effect, pollution and conservation of this environment. What we learned from the chapter? When changes occur in different factors of environment, the environmental balance is lost. As a result, unfavorable condition is created for man and other organisms. Basically, these unfavorable conditions are floods, earthquakes, cyclones, tsunami, etc. And we call this condition environmental pollution. Different activities of man and nature are responsible for environmental pollution. But for different pollutions, human beings are mainly responsible. Because of the pollution of soil, water and air, not only man but also the existence of innumerable plants and animals will be endangered. Our last line, one of the main ways of prevention pollution and preserving environment is to create awareness among the people. My dear students, I have just finished this chapter. This chapter also the first topic is the main factors are basically soil, water and air, and also how can we damage water, soil and air. It's also the explain, and the last topic the how can effects of pollution in this environment and conservation of environment. Today that's all. Thank you.